In the 1970s, millions fled Cambodia. Some escaped the killing fields, many didn't. But in Long Beach, survivors rebuilt with broth, with fire, with flavor. This food, its memory, its resilience.
I've walked these streets for years. I knew it was special, but I never tasted the whole story.
And this isn't just food, it's survival, served daily.
This might be the most powerful neighborhood in Long Beach. Today, we're in one of the most vibrant corners of Long Beach, Cambodia Town. I've worked all over the city, but today, I get to explore a neighborhood that feels like its own universe.
This is the heart of the Cambodian diaspora. There are more Cambodians here than in any other part of the world outside of Cambodia.
That means the food, the language, the history. It's all alive here. It's not a museum, it's a neighborhood that's constantly evolving.
You can smell the garlic and the lemongrass before you even park. Every bite tells its own story.
We're meeting second-generation chefs, families who have turned survival into creativity, and locals who are reshaping what Long Beach looks like.
4 restaurants, 4 stories, 1 community you need to know.
Let's eat!
Woo!
Ponumpang Noodle Shack starts at 7 a.m. because that's how Cambodians do breakfast.
There's something beautiful about living in a place where culture sets the pace.
So this is from Numpang, which is like the name of the noodle shack. It's Ponumpang Noodle Shack, and that's the capital of Cambodia. These noodles are specifically inspired by Chinese immigrants that went over to Cambodia, and then they like introduced noodles, and it just kind of became a thing. So you've got the pho broth, well, pho adjacent broth.
Yeah.
You'll find that Vietnamese and Cambodian cuisine has a lot of parallels just because of French colonization.
With the sandwiches.
Correct. And so this is the same situation. It's like a
fish sauce, right?
correct. Like this is reminiscent of this is the Cambodian breakfast. So like we kind of worked our way backwards almost.
This isn't just a breakfast spot. The flavors hold up all day. And if you come here and don't try the chak kwai, you've messed up.
You can live 5 minutes from here and hear Khmer spoken on the street.
Now that's how you do breakfast. Let's go grab a sandwich.
Lead the way.
From noodles to napkins, it's time to get messy.
This place isn't subtle. It's garlic, seafood, fire, and family. So tell me why we chose this spot.
So A&J's Seafood Shack is a shack, a literal shack that sells like Chinese Cambodian seafood. If you go to a traditional Cambodian spot, you'll have like wok-fired crab and lobster as the traditional thing. However, I wanted to showcase like the French influence on Southeast Asia. And we're getting a sandwich that's the cousin of the banh mi. It's called the beef stick sandwich. Specifically in Khmer, it's called Numpang. And you'll see, it's literally almost like the banh mi, but the meats are different and the slaw is a little bit different.
Okay.
So you've got the beef stick, which is like a lemongrass marinated beef on a skewer, and then it's put into a baguette with pate and a papaya slaw.
It's ready.
It's ready. Let's do
check
this.
It out. Cambodia Town's not just restaurants. It's a neighborhood built by families who stayed.
You want to live somewhere where the restaurants remember your name. That's this street.
So what was it like growing up here in Cambodia Town?
It was definitely interesting. So Cambodia Town wasn't, I would say, a neighborhood that was safe. We definitely dealt with a lot of poverty and stuff like that. But you know, we made do with what we did, what we had. I would play out in front of the yard with my brother. We'd go to the noodle shack because that was a block away from home. Things were scary outside, but we were young. We didn't know. But that's what shaped me, you know, as a person who's resilient and strong. Just dealing with the traumas and the horrors of living in that area.
Yeah, dealing with adversity.
Yes.
I know you worked at your aunt's restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What did working in that kitchen teach you about Cambodian food and community?
Well, it taught me how important, like, bridging the gap between the two generations. So we had the generation who first got here. They're the refugees. They didn't want to be here, honestly. This is not their home. And then there's the second generation who was born here and loved this, loved America. And so it's like understanding their mindset about, like, they're cooking food for them and the community, while we bridge the gap with everyone else outside. And we're like, hey, look at our culture. We're so cool.
I love that. It's like there's the inner nucleus and the outer nucleus.
Exactly.
And the second generation is that bridge with the outer nucleus.
Yes.
I love that. So you've said that Long Beach raised you. What does that mean to you?
Well, I grew up around a lot of diversity, both economically, culturally. I went to gay pride parades as a kid. I ate at different restaurants. I've experienced both kind people and not so kind people, and I think that built a lot of character. Long Beach is its own organism, and I feel like a great part of it.
It really is its own organism and its own set of communities.
Right.
And it kind of all just merges together at the lines.
Yeah, we're all parts of one big, giant, living, breathing thing.
What do you wish more people knew about Cambodia Town?
Well, I wish people knew about the history. Like, a lot of people didn't know that an entire genocide happened, It's the second worst genocide in modern human history after the Holocaust. And not only that, but like, people don't know that Cambodians exist in the first place. There's so much food here, there's so much culture, there's dance, there's music, there's art. And yeah, I'd love to showcase that to the world.
I think that there is so much undiscovered treasure in Cambodia Town.
I'm glad you're on this journey with me.
Me too.
When the Cambodian refugees arrived here, basically the Donut King, there's a whole documentary
I
on
know
it.
the Donut King.
Yes. You know him personally?
Yeah.
That's
No,
cool.
not in person. No, I love the documentary.
Right? And yeah, he basically started a donut empire.
Yeah.
And now basically 70 to 80% of all donut shops in Southern California are owned by Cambodians. I feel like it's a quintessential just Cambodian story. Oh yes, that's right. I grew up in the donut shop. So when I was a kid, well, I was born literally, not literally, but I was born and my parents had owned a donut shop at the time. And so I was a little toddler growing up, and I remember going around poking holes in the donuts.
Really?
Yeah, I was bad. Anyways, yeah, the Cambodian story is like heavily tied into the donuts here.
There's more than one way to grow up kumai in Long Beach.
Different streets, same flavors, same fight to hold on to culture.
Welcome. So, do you know what the word slab one is?
No.
Slab one's a Cambodian word for chicken wings.
Okay.
So the Soul Restaurant's around Cambodian chicken wings. This is all my technique. You're not going to find them anywhere else. My wings are gluten-free. I deep fry my wings. You see it come out of the oil, but it's not oily at all. So that's the one technique that is not out there. A lot of people say that there's a wet batter and dry batter. Mine's in neither. So
Okay.
mine's is my own technique. And on top of that, all these flavors are my creations. These are flavors that I grew up eating. So I just kind of reinterpret it in different ways and stuff like that. So our best seller, Dirty Elvis. A lot of wok toss sauces out there. I mean, not a lot of wok tosses out there. We're probably one of the only ones that does a wok style sauce.
Okay.
A lot of times you've had it, probably had like the salt pepper wing, which is wok's dry.
Yeah.
We do a wok sauce. So that's what.
So it's
that
in the
is.
wok, in the sauce,
Correct.
it gets tossed like that.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It gives it texture.
Okay.
So for me, I hate ordering crispy wings and then people saucing it. It's all dry. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all soggy anymore, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Crispy wings should be crispy. For me, so dries are dries, sauce are sauce. I don't do any dipping sauces on the side and stuff like that. So try it however you want it first, and then once you are accustomed to what the flavors are, by all means.
And tell me which ones we should order.
Definitely Dirty Elvis for sure.
Okay.
The Cambodian dirt, that's our namesake. That's basically
Lemongrass pepper.
Correct.
That sounds
so
really
we use
good.
a lot of lemongrass in Cambodian cooking. So traditionally, that's a wet paste. I took those flavor profiles and turned it to dry seasoning, and then when I tasted it, it was like a really earthy lemon pepper. Hence the name Cambodian dirt.
I can't wait. I can't wait. What else is not to miss?
Definitely water buffalo. The name
Okay.
sounds familiar, but it's definitely different because what I do is I make my own hot sauce first. A lot of people take Frank's hot sauce, they toss it in butter, and they call it buffalo sauce.
Okay.
I make my own base hot sauce first, then I turn it to buffalo sauce. So that picture right there, definitely one of those that it's familiar, but it's very, very, very unique to us.
Okay.
Right? You're not going to find that one anywhere else besides here. And by all means, the shrimp fried rice is probably going to be one of our best sellers.
Awesome. Ooh, tell me about the spicy elephant. I see it's peanut sauce.
It's peanut sauce. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So we love peanut sauce. We use peanut sauce for salads. We use peanut sauce for like spring rolls. We use peanut sauce for like noodles and stuff like that. So people think about peanut sauce on wings. It sounds kind of weird, but when you taste it,
No,
it's
it sounds great.
It's great. It's phenomenal.
I love peanuts.
My mom, my wife loves. She loves a spicy elephant. She puts on noodles and then she'll hit it with some pecan sauce. This is my dry seasoning, and it's almost like a makeshift dandan noodles, which is
This sounds
it's
fantastic.
it's our hack.
This sounds fantastic. I can't wait.
Yeah, welcome in. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Excellent. Cool.
Oh my God, it's like a punch in the face of lemongrass in a good way. This part of Long Beach is an official Cambodia town, but the influence runs deep.
You want to see where Khmer flavor is going next? It's places like this. I need a nap or more wings.
We've got one more stop. Let's finish where it all comes together. Some restaurants feel like home, even if you've never been.
This is Monom. No fuss, just the food our parents made, and theirs before them.
So Long Beach has the largest Cambodian population outside of Cambodia. What specifically was it about Long Beach that was the catalyst for that?
So when the refugees were looking for asylum, the US government gave them two choices. It was Lowell, Massachusetts and Long Beach, California. And when you compare the two, there's one that's right next to an ocean. So you know, by nature, people are gonna be like, yeah, I wanna be near the water.
Yeah.
And so the vast majority of them chose Long Beach, California, and that's how it happened. Bang Tony, when did Monom open?
Noodle នោះបើកតាំងពីប្រហែលឆ្នាំ1000 I think ប្រហែល1986 អានេះខ្ញុំលឺណាបាទខ្ញុំគិតបញ្ចូល5ឆ្នាំនេះទេ
Okay.
បាទ
Okay. What dishes are closest to your heart? So what are your favorite dishes here?
នៅនេះខ្ញុំចូលចិត្តសាច់គោអាំងសាច់ជ្រូកជ្រៀងហើយនឹងសាឡាមជ្រូកគ្រឿង
Awesome. The last dish is one of our favorites at the table, so we really enjoyed that. When people come into the restaurant, what do you want them to experience?
I just welcome him like like at home.
Right.
You know, ការ serve របស់ខ្ញុំនៅនេះគឺថាវារៀបចំជារបៀបខ្មែរឲ្យគេ feel like មកឡងដូចមកដូចហាងនេះមកដូចទៅហាងនៅស្រុកខ្មែរស្រុកអីហ្នឹងគឺធ្វើដូចគ្នាណាបាទ
Oh, awesome. What does the like Long Beach support mean to you and your family?
ខ្ញុំធ្វើនេះដើម្បីហាងនេះធ្វើទៅរៀបចំដើម្បីទទួលស្វាគមន៍ដូចបងប្អូនមកពី state ក្រៅមកពីអីដូចខ្ញុំនិយាយ early ចឹងថាដូចឲ្យគេមកញ៉ាំអីដូចថាទាំងម្ហូបទាំងអី feel like you at home, you know, like they miss like a lot of people big amountគេថា when I eat this I feel like I eat my mom food because that's how she cook for me.
This is how Khmer food works. Spicy, sweet, bitter, salty, all of it, all at once.
Places like this make a neighborhood worth living in, not just visiting.
You want to understand a culture? Eat like its families do.
This is a neighborhood built on memory, community, and hustle, where every dish tells a story.
We tasted broth that hold history, wings that uplift, and meals that mean more than where they come from.
The culture isn't staged, it's lived by the people who built it and continue to build it. Living here means being a part of something deeper, a place shaped by care, tradition, and creativity.
Cambodia Town shows us what happens when community holds strong and grows its roots right into the block.
James, thank you for sharing your Cambodia Town with us.
Thanks for letting me show it off.
If you're curious, come hungry. There's a lot waiting for you here. Stay curious and stay hungry.